Welcome back to my channel. My name is Mimi, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you some of the mistakes that I've seen people make during job interviews. Sometimes they ask the interviewer ask you a question and they expect you to answer in a certain way. What are the mistakes that people make answering this question? First, many people talk bad about their employers or their previous employer or their current employer. They ask you, tell me why you want to leave your job right now. Why do you want to leave your current job? And many people, they answer wrongly. They say, oh, my employer is bad. My employer is this. My employer is that. That is a wrong way of answering that question. How are you supposed to answer this question? You're supposed to say, oh, I am grateful. I've learned a lot with my current employer. In my current position, I've worked with a lot of nice people. My company, they've helped me grow in my career. I'm just looking for a new opportunity. Do not say bad things about your current or your previous employer, because that will send a bad signal to the interviewer. You don't want to do that. Another mistake that I've seen people make is that when they ask you, tell me about a time you have conflict at work. Many people try to shy away from oh, I've never had any conflict. That's not true. You've had one or two conflicts at work. It might be subtle, maybe it's just little conflict or a big conflict. Just come up with an example. Come up with an example of, oh, maybe I worked on a project with some person. Let's say Sarah. I worked on a project with Sarah, and Sarah and I were supposed to meet a deadline. I completed my work. I was expecting her to send me an email so I can add our own slide to my slide, but Sarah didn't send me the email until the next morning. That made us miss our deadline. And I tried to approach her to tell her, Sarah, what happened? I was expecting you to send this. Just come up with something. Do not say that, oh, I've never had a conflict. Don't try to act or I don't make mistake, or I don't do this, I don't do that. They ask you, tell me about a time that you've made a mistake at work. Do not say, I've never made any mistake. No, that's not true. You have to come up with an example. And when I say an example, don't come up with an example that is too extreme. Don't say, oh, during my shift, somebody died because I was careless. That is too extreme. So look for something simple. Like, for example, I led a team for a project, and I was supposed to communicate that, okay, this project is due on the 26th of April, for example. But I mistakenly tell them that, oh, the project is due on the 22nd of June. That's a mistake on my part, and this caused the team to miss the deadline. The team was thinking that it's still due in June, though it was due earlier than June. So just be creative when you come up with examples. Remember, you don't want to give them an extreme example, and at the same time, you don't want to act as if you don't make any mistake. Everybody makes mistake. Just come up with an example. I hope this has helped you while you're trying to prepare for your interview, and I wish you best of luck. Bye.